What's up, guys? You're watching Ultimate MMA Brief. My name is Husset Boy, and I've done this video probably about 20 times already, and it's starting to bother me, but I'm trying to stay in a good mood, because trying to keep it cool for you guys. Okay, for this video I'm going to be doing a review for, obviously, the fight that's going to be happening at UFC 129, Randy Couture versus Lyoto Machida. I'm going to pick Randy Couture for this fight. It's a quick pick, so I'm going to try to make it a little shorter. Randy Couture for this fight either via decision or probably KO. KO from ground and pound. Now let me explain why. First let's talk about each of the fighters. Randy Couture is obviously Olympic alternate. Was a wrestler in college. I think he wrestled in high school too. He's been a wrestler his whole life. So no one's getting more experience than him in that field. A veteran in the sport, obviously a boxer. He does do boxing and is excellent. He does have excellent boxing for somebody that did not start out on that base. And he does have submission ability. I think he's only done like 2 submissions his entire career, but he does have submission ability. Again, obviously a veteran and just a devastating fighter. We all saw what he did to James Toney. Pretty much coined the ground and pound. Made the ground and pound pretty much. Really more introduced the clinch. He's known for his clinch work, for his ground and pound work, and obviously his crazy takedowns. Okay, Lyoto Machida. Excellent karate base. Shotokan / Machida karate. At Machida karate, I don't know what that means, Machida, but apparently it's a traditional style that his family has that's better than the other styles. Sumo wrestling base, which is excellent. When I say base, it's base in 2 meanings. Base as in like he has a base in that, and then base as in like his base is much better, as in his center of gravity, because what sumo wrestlers do not want to get knocked out of a ring. So they have excellent takedown defense, and we usually don't see a lot of sumo people with excellent sumo backgrounds in the UFC, and it's interesting to see that. Which is why he usually doesn't get taken down. That and the very wide Shotokan stance. More on that in a second. One of the sport's greatest counter-strikers, probably only behind Anderson Silva, maybe. And, he has takedown ability, obviously, from the sumo, and he has some submission ability. I think not from sumo, but something else. Sumo doesn't do submission, as far as I know. But submission ability from somewhere else. I guess Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know. So again, I picked Randy Couture for this fight. The reason is because I think that Randy Couture's style of fighting is very much the antithesis of Lyoto Machida's style of fighting, which is Lyoto Machida likes to counter-strike you. You punch, Lyoto Machida comes around and hits you like this and backs off. I'm moving around on my bed, but he likes to back off. Come in with a punch. Randy Couture's not going to fall for that. Randy Couture's not going to say, hey, I'm going to punch with you. Randy Couture's going to say, no, I'm going to take you down. Randy Couture's going to drive him up against the cage. That's not Lyoto's game. Lyoto's game does not work from the clinch. He's going to take Lyoto down. Lyoto does not like being on the bottom. It's not going to go well for Machida if he falls into Randy's zone. Now, that said, if Lyoto can manage to stay out of the clinch, can strike with him, Lyoto definitely stands a chance of winning. If Randy does what I'm expecting him to do, which I think everyone's expecting him to do, I think just drive him up into the cage, clinch with him, soften him up a little bit, suplex, whatever he's got to do to get him down, then I think that Randy Couture has his fight in the bag, whether by decision, just bloodying him up or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, Lyoto Machida is a great fighter. His style's really been backfiring on him as of recently. I mean, Mauricio Shogun, who was the first person to solve the human puzzle, as he was beginning to be called, I think. The first fight we saw, he pretty much won. He lost, Hua lost, but, most people assume that he won. It was all controversy. His second fight, he beat him, knocked him out. Rampage was able to solve the riddle, and I think that Couture will be the next one. Now, do I think that Lyoto can't bounce back from this? Absolutely not. I think he can't. Will he go into like kind of a depression? Because for some reason it seems like people like that, Fedor Emelianenko, for some reason people just assume if they lose a couple fights in a row, they're not the same person they were. It's not true. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think that he's any worse of a fighter if he loses. But again, I am predicting that he will. That's pretty much it. I probably won't be making any new videos between the next couple weeks. Obviously, I will make hopefully the night of UFC 129. Just to be with you guys, whatever. that's basically it, guys. I'm going to have a couple new things on the channel. Yeah, that's basically it. You've been watching Ultimate MMA Brief. My name is Hussid Boy. I've done this take so many times. And I'm signing off. Have a good night, people. Or morning, wherever